Hello, and welcome to the norming video for 5th grade math for Common Assessment 2. I'm going to walk you through a couple examples as well as the rubric for how to grade your Common Assessment. If you start with question number 1, it has 2 parts. It's worth a total of up to 4 points. For this question, it's asking scholars what the total area of a flower garden would be based on the scenario above. It does also ask scholars to show all of their work and use the correct units. So for part A, 1 point should be awarded for the correct answer of 18 yards squared. They can draw a picture to show all of their work. They should show you that 9 times 2 equals 18 yards. They should also receive 1 additional point if they give you the correct unit, which is square yards. If they only say 18 as the answer, they will only receive 1 point for that question. Part B is worth the other 2 points. It asks how many bags would he need to cover the entire garden. So we already know based on the scenario up here that 1 bag would cover 9 yards. So scholars will need to show that Fernando will need 2 bags because 9 plus 9 is 18 yards, which is the area of the garden. Scholars should be awarded 1 point for the correct answer of 2 bags, and then again 1 point for the correct units, which is in bags. Question number 2 is a pretty in-depth question. It's worth up to 8 points. Scholars will need to use the information in the table, which shows several days and how many cans Mrs. Hatfield's class collected in that week. After that, there's information about how many cans other classes collected based off of how many Mrs. Hatfield's collected. As you can see from the rubric over here, they're awarded 2 points for each of the different classes that they come up with. So it asks how many canned goods did each of the 3 classes collect in 1 week. So you can see Mrs. Hatfield's, Mr. Lane's, Mrs. Cantu's, and then the total. And then this is meant to help organize the scholars. So you should see work and an answer for each of the teachers plus the total. As you can see, for each of these, they receive 1 point for setting it up correctly and then 1 point for the correct answer. So Mrs. Hatfield, you just add all that they collected in a week to get 172. Mr. Lane's class collected half as many as Mrs. Hatfield, so you divide hers in half to get 86. Miss Cantu collected 41 more than Mr. Lane, so they would need to add 86 plus 41 in order to get the correct answer. And then finally, they would need to set this up correctly to get the correct answer down below. Now, suppose the scholars, maybe they miss the first question. They set it up incorrectly, they get the wrong answer. If they use the wrong answer, let's suppose they say 162 divided by 2. As long as they continue to set up the correct answer, they should receive the 1 point for setting it up correctly. However, they would not receive these points for the correct answer. If you have any additional questions about that, feel free to reach out directly to me at momiller@uplifteducation.org. You can also reach out to your CTL who can answer questions about the problem. Thank you.